Ich richte diesen Appell an alle unsere Volksgenossen, die an unseren Staat und an unser Reich glauben. Würdest du allein stehen, was wärst du denn auf dieser Welt? Dein Gehalt, dein Lohn, du eine große Gemeinschaft bist, jedem Einzelnen mit verdankst du das.
After the events of World War I, Germany was left in a massive crisis that involved massive inflation, a minimal and weak military, and a common hatred ensued by the world for starting World War I. Germany was in dire need of a new leader that would lead them into greatness. Soon after, Hitler was elected by an easily impressionable population that were desperate to get out of this crisis. Hitler secretly grew an army to a force of over 4.5 million soldiers. The first thing on his agenda was to take back the Rhineland. Just 10 years before Hitler had ordered his troops into the Rhineland, England and France signed an agreement stating that they would stop this. On the day March 7, 1936, Hitler took over the Rhineland and immediately ordered that fortifications should be built along the French border. All of these events led to World War II. On October 20th, 1939, Germany massacred a massive amount of Poland citizens. Hitler wanted to conquer the world to gain power. This was part of Hitler's policy to exterminate the Jews.
Internationale Clique, die die Völker gegeneinander hetzt, die nicht will, dass sie zur Ruhe kommen. Es sind das die Menschen, die überall und nirgends zu Hause sind, die nirgends einen Boden haben, auf den sie gewachsen sind, sondern die heute in Berlin leben, morgen genauso gut in Brüssel sein können, übermorgen in Paris oder mit in Prag oder in Wien oder in London.
Earlier that year, Germany signed the Pact of Steel with Italy. On August 8, 1940, Germany started conducting air raids on cities and buildings or things that would affect enemy industries. Although these types of bombings have been happening since September 1st, 1939, to counter these bombings, the British attacked the German Navy on May 10th, 1940. The Battle of France ensued. German armored tanks pushed through the Ardennes and then along the Somme Valley to cut off and surround the Allied units that advanced into Belgium to meet the German threat. This resulted in an armistice signed between France and Germany on June 22, 1940, which resulted in a division of France. While these events happened in France, Japan was planning a daring attack on the United States naval forces. On December 7, 1951, Japan carried out Operation Capital AI. 2,403 Americans died and 64 Japanese were killed. Congress declared war on Japan. Results: America declares war on Japan, Italy, and Germany, and Italy declared war with America, and vice versa. In June 1942, there was a mass murder of Jews in a gas chamber. This was the start of Jew gas murders. On August 17, 1942, there was the first all-air American attack in Europe. On September 13, 1942, the Battle of Stalingrad begins. In the end, Russia sustains 1 million casualties, while Germany sustained only 500,000. On January 27th, America bombs the Germans at Wilhelmshaven, and the Germans surrender at Stalingrad. It was the first big defeat of Hitler's army. On February 14th to February 25th, in 1945, the Battle of Kasserine Pass took place between the United States. The 1st Armored Division and the German panzers in North Africa were involved. On February 16th, the Soviets retake Kharkov. On February 19th, 1945, the Battle of Iwo Jima on the Japanese ensues. There were 6,821 Americans killed and 2 captured. They were later recovered, and 18,375 Japanese dead and 216 captured. The Americans used flamethrowers and grenades to flush out the Japanese from their cover, while the Japanese countered these by being highly suicidal and charging at the Americans with bayonets when all of their ammo was depleted, despite certain death. America came out of this battle victorious. After this battle, Project Manhattan, the development of atomic weapons, was completed. America had to decide whether to nuke Japan, which would have been inhumane, but would have ended the war quicker with fewer deaths, or attack with a land invasion, which would have had more than 6 million casualties in total. On August 6, 1945, at approximately 8:15 a.m., a US B-29 bomber dropped an atomic bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima, which instantly killed around 80,000 people. 2 days later, a bomb was dropped in Nagasaki, ending World War II.